everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my May favourites. I had thought about doing it and I wasn't sure if I was going to because I've just started my channel and I didn't know if there was any point. But when I looked, there's actually been a lot of different things I've been loving in the month of May. So I decided I'm just going to film it for you because I want to do one every month, so I might as well start now. So yeah, I have a few products to go through. So yeah, let's just get started on the video. So my first favourite of the month is this PS Pro Highlight Pearl Face and Body Highlighter. This is what it looks like. And as you can see, it was €4, which is really good. I really like this. I've been using it under my makeup on the high points of my face, so where I normally put my highlight, like on the tops of my cheekbones, on my nose, on my cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin. And I've been doing that under my foundation and I actually really like it. Once I put my foundation on, you can still kind of see the highlight under it, which I really like, and it's like a really natural highlight. You could also mix this in with your foundation if you wanted to, and it would give like a really nice overall glow. I'll swatch a bit on my hand here. It's like a pearly, pinky champagne kind of colour. So that's what it looks like there. And it just gives like a really nice like sheen to the skin. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying it. It makes your skin feel really nice and soft and super highlighted as well. Like, I don't know if the light's kind of hitting it there now. You can see how like dewy and fresh it makes your skin look. So I've really been liking it for like everyday kind of a makeup look, and I think it's really nice for the summer. And I also really want to try it on my body as well because it does say that it is a body highlight. So I think the next time I'm going out I might put it like on my chest and maybe like on my arms and stuff, because I think it would give like a really healthy natural glow to the skin. So yeah, I've just really been enjoying this, and if I use it on my body I'll definitely update you on how it goes, and if it goes a bit weird with tan or whatever, I'll definitely let you know. But yeah, it's a really good one and it is only €4. So my next one, and it goes like little dots and like really weird. That's what this does if you don't wash it off and you go out and your like skin gets wet. That's what happens. So I would definitely recommend having a shower, washing it off, and then going about your day. And if it's a case that you put it on, wash it off, and you feel like you're too light and you're not as dark as you were before and you want to be darker, just put it on again and wait like an hour or 2 or 3 and then have another shower. But definitely you have to have a shower, because if not, and this is marked as Porcelain, so it was a little bit darker. So when I saw that they had a new lighter shade, I decided I was going to try it, and I absolutely love this foundation. It's such a good everyday foundation. It's foundation I'm wearing on my skin right now, and like most days when I'm doing like an everyday sort of makeup look, this is what I'm wearing. I know I have dry skin and this is matte and poreless, and it does say on it that it's for normal to oily skin, but it's not drying at all on your skin. I do use like hydrating primers and I do moisturize under my skin beforehand, but I still feel like it's not drying on my skin. It's really comfortable to wear, and I set it on all with powder and it's fine. Like, you don't have to set it if you don't want to. I normally just set it under my eyes and I don't set the rest of it just because it doesn't need to be set. Like, it's not tacky or anything, which I really like. And yeah, the new colour is like a really big improvement. I don't really have to like match it. I've no tan on at the minute, so it really matches well with my like colouring. I'll put a little bit on my hand just so you can see, and it goes really nice over the Primark highlighter that I got. So that's just it there. And it does have a really nice coverage as well. I would say it's like medium to full, and you can definitely build it up as much as you want as well. So yeah, if you're looking for like an everyday foundation, I would definitely recommend the Maybelline Fit Me. So I've actually been trying out a new primer over the last, I'd say about 3 weeks. It's the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. I know, again, matte primer, matte foundation, and I said I have dry skin, but this primer is really good and it's not drying at all. I use this on my forehead and on my chin because they're the like parts on my face that can get a little bit oily throughout the day. And I really love this. That's just where I've been putting it as well. But it's the very same as the Professional by Benefit, the like silicone one, and it does the same things. It says on the back here, mattifies, pore blurring and invisible finish, and it is all of them things. It does blur your pores, it is mattifying, and it is invisible. You can't see it all on your skin. I'll just pop a bit on this hand so you can see it. It does come out like a gel. That's what it looks like there. It's like a bluey kind of gel, and then once you rub it in, it like completely disappears, and it just feels like it sinks straight into your skin and you can't feel like you've put anything on. Like you can't see anything there now, and it almost feels hydrating, which is weird because it is a mattifying primer. It doesn't say that it's hydrating, but because it's a gel, it feels like it's hydrating. Yeah, so I've just really been enjoying using this. I've had it for a while and I just never really reached for it because it says matte rescue and I've never really had oily skin. But I noticed that since it's got a bit sunnier here, throughout the day I do get a bit like shiny on my forehead, and this just like minimizes that completely. And it's also really good if you're using a dewy foundation. If you put this like where you don't want to be too dewy, and then this combined with a powder on top of the foundation will just keep like all your oil at bay. Another product I've been loving is the MAC Fluid Line Brow Gel Cream in True Brunette. I mentioned this in my, I think it was my peachy summer eye look video. I mentioned this. Before this I was using the brow gel cream in Deep Dark Brunette, and that's like really dark. It was just too dark for me. So I went out and I got this one in True Brunette. This is the colour over here. It's like a light to medium brown. It's a really nice shade and I actually really like it on my eyebrows. I think they don't look as dramatic as they did when I was using the Deep Dark Brunette, and I think they match like quite well with my hair. I probably could have went lighter again, but I do like dark eyebrows, so I didn't want to go too light because I think when you go too light you can lose like the definition, and I like them to stand out as well. So yeah, the True Brunette has definitely changed things up for me. I really am enjoying it, and I think it's really nice for the summer as well because they're not as intense as they normally are when I use the Deep Dark Brunette. So I think I'll definitely be sticking to this one for now. Another new thing I've been loving this month is the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Crybaby. This is what it looks like here, and this is actually the shade of it. Around the start of May, I think it was like the first week or the second week of May, Colourpop announced that they were doing a day of free shipping, and that's when I was like, okay, I need to order some stuff because I've really wanted to try some stuff from Colourpop for like a while now, but it has always been a bit expensive for shipping, and anything I wanted, like the stuff is so cheap. Like I think this was like about $6, but the shipping was always like way more expensive. And even when I was in America, I was like, finally I'll get to try some Colourpop. I'll be able to pick up a few bits. And they don't sell it in any stores, they only sell it online. And that really like annoyed me because I was so excited to try it. So when I seen that they were doing the day of free shipping, I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up a few bits. So I picked up this, and I also picked up an eyeshadow quad. One of the shades was the lime shade that I used in my lime and black smoky eye tutorial. I picked up an eyeshadow quad. They were 4 Super Shock shadows. It was actually the Where the Night Is like eyeshadow palette from Kathleen Lights. She's a YouTuber and she did a collab with Colourpop, and it was that eyeshadow quad that she created, and I really wanted the lime shade, and you can buy them separately if you want, but I really liked the lime. And there's also like a pinky colour and a wine and a black, and I really liked all the shadows, so I just bought the quad because it worked out cheaper. And I also got a liquid lipstick, like a dark wine liquid lipstick. But this is one of the things I got, and I absolutely love it. I'll swatch it here on my hand. So it's like a lilac eyeliner. I'll just swatch it here on my hand. It is such a nice colour, and it would be perfect for like spring and summer. That's it there. And I think this is like such a nice shade. They have these creme gel liners. They have them in so many colours, and I was like, I'll just pick up one because I've heard they're like really good and really pigmented, and I was like, I'll just pick up one. And I was torn between this one and like a teal blue one, and I was like, no, I'll pick the lilac for summer because it'll just be really nice and pastel. And I mean, it is like really nice and really pastel, and it's super pigmented. I also really like this. I have used this in my waterline already, and it's really nice, and it is lilac, but I noticed that if you put on like a little bit of it and not too much, it looks kind of white, which I think is really nice, and it really opens up your eyes. But yeah, I really like this. It's super pigmented and it does last a really long time. And you could also use this like as a lip liner, which I think would be amazing, like if you filled in your lips with this colour and it was like really lilac and really nice. Or you could do like an ombre lip with this. I think it would be amazing. So the next time Colourpop do free shipping, I'm definitely going to be getting more of these because I really like them and I really want that teal one. And they also do like a rainbow of colours, so you should definitely check these out if you're into your coloured liners. Another liner I've been obsessed with for the last month is this one from Primark. It's in the shade Rosewood Mauve. I bought this initially because I thought it was purple and I was going to use it in my purple festival look, makeup look. I was going to use it as an eyeliner, and only when I put it on I actually noticed that it wasn't purple at all, and it's such a nice colour. I'll swatch it here beside the other liner. It's such a nice mauve shade. That's what it looks like there. It's not too dark or it's not that light either. And for some reason it pairs amazingly with the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Sagittarius, which is weird because they're not like really similar at all, but they go so well together. I've also paired it with the MAC lipstick in Fast Play, and it is like identical to it and they go so well together. I would definitely like grab this if you can. It's a really nice shade and it would be perfect with like a nude lip or a pink lip, and I just think it would really go with everything, and I'm really glad I picked mine up because I'm going to be using it a lot. And another lip product that I've been loving this month is the MAC lipstick in Blankety. This is what it looks like. It's a nude. I'll swatch it here so you can see. I love this lipstick. I had this lipstick and I used the whole thing, like the whole lipstick, and that has never happened to me in my whole life. I've never used a whole lipstick, and for some reason I used the whole one, and I had like a lot of empties saved up, and I went with my back to MAC and I was looking at all the different lipsticks, and it's so hard to pick like a lipstick. And I had Blankety, but I also have Honey Love and Velvet Teddy, and like they're all kind of similar. So I was trying to find like one that I really wanted and one that I was going to use. And I picked up, I had 2 lipsticks to get, so I picked up Fast Play, and I really love that one. That's a really nice, like, mauvey pinky nude. That's a really nice colour. And when it came to my second lipstick, I was like, what will I get? I'm really not sure. Do I want a nude? Do I want a red? Do I want a pink? Like, what am I going to wear? And I ended up picking up Blankety, and now I'm like, okay, I know why I use it so much, because it's just such a nice colour, and it's literally one that you can wear every single day. I'm wearing it today with the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in Candy K. It's like, it gives it a more like pinky undertone, but it's just so nice. It's such a nice lipstick, and it's amplified lipstick, so it's not matte, and it's really creamy and really hydrating. Like, you can see it there, like the sheen off it. So yeah, if you're looking for a new lipstick, I would 100% recommend Blankety, because you won't look back, and I can already see myself using this whole thing. I mean, I only got it like at the start of May, and I've already made like a good dent in it, so that's definitely been a favourite of mine. So my last makeup favourite is the Blank Canvas Master Series Palette 1. This is what it looks like inside. So it's just like a bunch of warm browns and like nudes. As you can see, I have hit pan on like 2 of the shadows. I have had this for a while. I think I got it around September. But I kind of, when I first got it, I was obsessed with it and I used it every single day. And then I got like different palettes and I kind of forgot about it. But lately I've been going back to it, and I like remember why I was so in love with it. It just has such a nice range of shades. They're all matte apart from this one, which is like a white gold kind of colour. It's an amazing inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight, which is why it's almost all gone, because all my like brow bone highlight shades and inner corner highlight shades in palettes always run out straight away because I use them so much. And this is such a good base colour to start off your eye look, which is why I've also hit pan on that. They're normally the 2 I'll hit pan on first in the palette, an inner corner or a brow bone highlight and a neutral shade to set my lid or set my concealer on my lid. But the rest of the shadows are all matte, and they're like in a variety of browns. So you have like lighter browns here, and then this one has a bit of a hint of like a pinky, like mauve undertone. This one's a little bit darker. I love this one for like an orange or a cranberry eye, because it's like a warm orange with like a hint of red in it. It's a really nice like smoky colour. And then you have like darker versions of it here and here. That's what I really like about this palette. You seem to have like an ombre of colours. So like you'll have a shade, then you'll have a shade that's a little bit darker, a shade that's a little bit darker, a little bit darker. And I really like that because it makes blending and like creating transitions so much easier. And like no matter what look you're doing, you could dip into this to get a transition shade, which is what I love. So yeah, I've definitely gone back to this palette this month, and now I remember why I loved it so much. And if you're into like your matte browns and like, or you're looking for a palette like with really good transition shades, I would definitely recommend this one. Oh, and I actually lied, that wasn't my last makeup favourite. The Sosu lashes in the style New York are my favourite. These are my monthly favourite. They're my yearly favourite so far, and they're my eyelash favourite of all time. I don't know why I love them so much. Did I say what they were? They're the Sosu lashes in the style New York. They're just so nice, and they're just so good, and they're really nicely like tapered at the outer corners. So you get a really nice like winged like cat eye shape when you use them. And they're really fluffy and really like 3D, and they really don't look like fake lashes at all. I don't know if I'm ever going to find lashes that I love as much as these, and this is like my third pair, and I just can't get enough of them. I think they're so nice and so like wispy and natural and full, and I don't think there's an occasion when you can't whip out these lashes. I think these are like suitable for everybody. All eye shapes, all occasions. So Sue lashes in the style New York. So moving on to like different favourites. I got these cloths from Pennies. They're called, what are they called? I think they're called Come to Clean. I don't know what they're called. I think they're called Come to Clean, but they come like rolled up like this in a little package, and there's 3 of them, and they're makeup cloths for removing your makeup. So you just like slide your hand in, and one side is like textured with like little squares, and the other side is like really soft, and like it's kind of like a towel. But these are so good at removing your makeup. I picked them up because I like to have something to clean my face in the shower, but not necessarily like scrub my face by any means or anything. So I was like, oh, I'll get them and I'll just use them to wipe my face in the shower, and like this side is kind of a little bit textured, so it would kind of exfoliate. So I was like, I'll just get them to clean my face in the shower. But I actually ended up running out of my makeup remover, which I'll show in a minute. And I was like, they do say that they're to remove your makeup, so I was like, I'll try it out, I'll see what happens. Like, what's the worst that can happen? So I wet the mitt. I had a full face of makeup on, winged liner, Inglot gel liner, I might add. I had a full face of makeup on, and I was like, we'll give it a try and see what happens. So I let it steep in warm water, and I tied my hair up, and at first I used this side that's a bit more like textured, and I started to wipe my face, and my makeup just started coming off. Like, I know that might seem like a stupid statement, like obviously that's what's going to happen, you're wiping your face, but like it was coming off so easily, and I was just using water. Like, I didn't use soap at all, like I didn't have a face wash to use. As I said, I was out of my makeup remover, so all I had was this and water. So I used the textured side first, and that got like most of my makeup off, but I noticed around my eye area and like a bit of the liner wasn't coming off. So I switched over to the other side, which is like softer, like a towel, and I used that to like rub my eyes and like try and get the liner off, and this worked amazingly. I was so surprised because nothing can really get that Inglot liner off, but this was so good at getting it off, and I couldn't believe it. And I was so glad then that I had picked it up, and I used it for like a couple of days before I got my makeup remover back, and I loved it, and I still use it. At the minute I'm using my makeup remover, which I'll show in a second. I use that to take off my makeup, and then I'll wash my face with this just to make sure all the makeup is off. I feel like it's really good. I more preferred this side, which is the side like a towel, because this really works at taking off your makeup. So normally I'll take off my makeup with the remover, and then I will get in the shower, which is where I have this. It comes with 3, which is amazing. So I have one in the shower, one on the sink, and then I just have a spare one. So I usually like go over my face in the shower, and like around my hairline and that, where I don't know, maybe I miss taking off my makeup with the remover, this gets really well, and especially along like your jawline and like along here, it's really good. So I normally always use this in the shower because I don't really like wash my face because I'm gonna get in the shower anyways. So this is where I use it majority of the time, and it is amazing. So I would definitely recommend trying this out. Just give it a go and see if you like it. It might like save you on using like harsher stuff on your skin, especially if you have like sensitive skin, or maybe if you have like acne or something. Definitely try it out. I'll see if I can find it online and I'll link what it's called down in the description. So my next favourite is my actual makeup remover. It's the Time to Clean micellar water from Penny's. It's $2.50 and you get 430 mils, which is a lot. This stuff is amazing. I used to use the Garnier micellar water, and this stuff is way better. That Garnier micellar water will not take off Inglot liner, but this takes it off so easily. The only thing is this burns my eyes, which I don't like. And it, by burns, I mean stings the crap out of my eyes. So lately I've been kind of like going over my eyes like gently with this, and then I'll take off the rest of my eye makeup with this because it's a lot more gentle and it doesn't sting. But it's so good at taking off your makeup. Like literally, I get the large cotton pads, so like the ones that are like bigger and oval, and I take off my makeup with them and this, and you literally need like 2 cotton pads and all your makeup is off. If you see this around, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It does have rose water and vitamin E in it, and it does say it's safe for all skin types. So, oh, it actually says avoid contact with the eyes. Oh. But like, how can you make makeup remover and say avoid contact with eyes? Okay, well, maybe avoid contact with your eyes then with this one. I didn't even see that. It doesn't help that it's a clear bottle and the writing on it is black, and like you can't really see the writing. But yeah, it definitely says if product gets into the eyes, rinse well with clean water. Okay. So, good makeup remover. Don't use it to remove your eye makeup. So now we're almost there. Moisturizer. This is the number 7 Beautiful Skin Day Cream for normal to dry skin. I got this a while back. I got this the day one and the night one. I use the night one a lot, like it's almost completely gone. But I wasn't using this as much. I don't know why. I was just always going in with primer instead of moisturizer, which I've decided is a bad idea. And I think that's why my skin might be like extra dry. So the reason why I've been using it so much in the last month is because it has SPF 15 plus 5-star UVA. Now I don't know what that means, but it has SPF in it, so that's a good sign. And it is hypoallergenic as well. So I have been using it every day because the sun has been out. Like, it's not out right now, but it was out, and putting this on just made me feel like my skin was protected from the sun. Even if I wasn't using makeup, I still went in with this just because I feel like it was helping my skin from the sun and like protecting it. So that's why I've gone back to that, and I've been using it a lot. I still have a good bit left. Still have a good bit left in there. It's very hydrating and it's really nice on the skin. If you give it about like 10 to 15 minutes to soak in before you do your foundation, it's really nice. So I definitely recommend that. And they also have this range they have it in normal to dry, normal combination, dry to very dry, and normal to oily. So they'll definitely have one to suit your skin type. Now, while it was sunny here in Ireland, I did not get a tan because I don't tan. I just get a rash. I'm actually allergic to the sun, which is a bit weird. And I'm allergic to a lot of stuff actually. A lot of like skin stuff, like soaps and like fragrance soaps and shower gels and bath washes and stuff like that. And I was allergic to like this sun cream. It's a whole big hoo-ha. But when I go out in the sun, I get like a rash on my arms, so it'll be like all along the fronts of my arms, and the worst place I get it is on my chest, so it'll be like all here. And then I'll also get it on like my hands, and I can get it on my shins as well sometimes. So that's horrible. So I tend to avoid the sun, or if I do, I tend to or if I am going out in the sun, I will like try and cover them areas. So like wear something with a bit of a high neck or sleeves. It's just my chest gets the worst and it just be like horrible and really red and like lumpy and stuff. But I do take like anti-allergy medication and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. So because I can't go out in the sun and I don't get tan, but even if I was out in the sun for like 3 years, I would never get a tan anyway because I'm just pale and freckly and it's just never going to happen for me. So I have been using the Cocoa Brown 1 hour tan in dark. I love this. I've been using this for I'd say about like 2 years now. It's really good. I've just been using it a little bit more this month because I just wanted to look a little bit more tanned because a lot of people seem to get a tan and I didn't, so I wanted to like catch up a bit. I apply mine with a small kabuki brush from Penny's. So what I do is squirt it on and then I rub it onto my body, and I know some people will be like, the absolute effort of that, but it works every time. It looks amazing every time and there's never any streaks. Because you're really buffing it into your skin, it like just sinks in really nice and it doesn't leave you like sticky. Not that it like leaves you really sticky anyways, but it just blends in really well to your skin and I feel like it makes the tan last longer as well. So I don't know, like it doesn't take that long and it does, like it feels really nice like blending it in and making sure it's all like perfect. So I definitely recommend this. If not, like if you don't want to use it for your whole body, at least use it for your hands because it's amazing at doing your hands and your feet. And like I like to do it on my chest as well because sometimes if I rub my chest too much it gets like red and like blotchy. So I definitely recommend it for your neck, your hands and your feet, and then maybe around like your elbows and your knees as well. And then like just use a glove in between, but if you can, definitely use this on your whole body because it makes it look so flawless when it's done. And as for this, it comes in dark and extra dark. I'm not sure if it comes in medium, but I use the dark one and it says like to leave it on for an hour and then wash it off. It says wait 1, 2 or 3 hours depending on how dark you like your tan and then rinse off in the shower. So I normally put this on, it's kind of like a set routine. If I know I'm going out on Saturday night, on Thursday night I will have a shower and shave my legs, and then on Friday I will have a shower Friday night and put this on. I have to leave it a day between when I shave my legs and when I put this on because for some reason it gives me like a rash. It's not a rash, it kind of just like sinks into the holes, which is kind of gross and it stings. So I normally leave like a day between when I shave my legs and when I put this on. So I'll put this on the Friday night and I'll put it on just before I go to bed with the brush, and I'll go to bed and I'll wake up the next morning and then I'll wash it off. Cause like it's not going to develop like, it's not going to keep developing like forever. So after I suppose 3 hours it doesn't really develop anymore after that. Like you get to a point where you're tan and then it just doesn't go beyond that point. So that's why I sleep with it on, and then the next morning I wake up and have a shower and then you're fine to go then after that. The only thing is if you put it on and you sleep in it or whatever you do and you go out but you don't have a shower, any like wet that touches your skin will make it go really weird, which is why I always have a shower. Because like I know some people feel a bit iffy about having a shower after they put on tan because they feel like it all washes away. But with this, like, did you ever have tan on and like rain or something drops on it and it goes like little dots and like really weird? That's what this does. If you don't wash it off and you go out and your like skin gets wet, that's what happens. So I would definitely recommend having a shower, washing it off, and then going about your day. And if it's a case that you put it on, wash it off, and you feel like you're too light and you're not as dark as you were before and you want to be darker, just put it on again and wait like an hour or 2 or 3 and then have another shower. But definitely you have to have a shower, because if not it just goes weird. And just have a shower, just wash it off. So that is all of my favourites for the month of May. I know it was a lot, but I really have been loving like all of them. I don't know, I just have a lot of favourites. I hope this video wasn't too long, although it is me, so it probably is like 45 minutes long. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I still have my swatches on. Leave me a comment on what your favourites of the month were, and I will check them out if I haven't already. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back Wednesday with another video. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.